Hello, my friends. What's the word I'm looking for? Raspy voice, as you can probably hear. Feeling very frazzled. But I wanted a quiet moment before we begin the Tracksmith Shakeout, which is going to start in just a few minutes. Just to say that I'm excited you're going to join us. I would like you to connect in with some element of nature. I'm going to find this tree. I don't see that many trees in New York, but I'm going to touch this tree. Just going to touch the rock. I want you to ground in with some element of nature and just ground yourself. This is going to be quite hectic, quite loud, although I will be honest, this group looks smaller than it usually does. So maybe not as crazy as usual. But I want to thank you for joining us, for connecting in with nature. I'm just going to quickly take us through a body scan and then we'll go. So if you want to start running in 3, 2, and 1, I'm going to take you right into the body scan. Starting at the top of your head, working your way down, through your head, into your eyes, through your nose, into your mouth. Checking around with the back of your head, going into the back of your neck, into the front of your neck, as you go into your shoulders, and your upper arm, and your lower arm. You check in with your hands, going back to the main part of your torso, as you go in through your chest, through your stomach and lower back, as you continue down into your hips and pelvis. Continue working your way down into your quads, hamstrings. You go through into your knees, back of your knees. You go down through into the heel, and the arch, and the top of the arch. And finally, checking in with your toes. Thank you for taking a minute. Now, let's get to the Tracksmith Shakeout.
Hi, everyone. Oh, my God. It's finally here. Thanks for coming out to our official New York City Marathon Shakeout. Oh, wow. This is overwhelming. I see so many faces from the runs on the weekends. We've been running since June, every Saturday. See all of you. Thanks for everybody who's from out of town, all the people I've met over the last couple of days. This is amazing. I'm so excited. How are you guys feeling for tomorrow, by the way? This weather is not a deterrent. This weather right here for New York City, this is what we want. The streets are going to be on fire. You guys are all going to run well. We're all going to have a great time. It's going to be a party. Couple things. I want to introduce some friends who are here with us on the Shakeout. We got Tommy Runs here from Detroit. We got the lovely Tina Weir here, right here in the front. With Alexandra. Oh, you guys get right in front of me. You guys got Alexandra here. So thanks all for coming. We're going to do a nice little 5K loop through Williamsburg to Greenpoint, back through Domino Park. So we're going to start right out here on Kent, and we're going to go up to 14th. We're going to go into the park. All of you who run here all the time know there's a park next to McCarran Track. We're going to do a loop of that side. We're going to come back down Berry Street. That's the closed off street, all the way to South 5th. And then we're going to go make a right and go into Domino and come back, okay? It's a loop, and then a loop of the park. So we're all going to be together. You'll have people to run with, don't worry. But most of you know kind of where we're going, all right? Yeah, we're going to get started. And then obviously, we'll come back here and hang out. All right, group pick. So this is what we're going to do. Right there. You're going to all turn around this way. Everybody in the back, come to the front.
All right. So I need to now shift people.
How you feeling, man? Drivers. 5'5" and 3/4, man, trying to get everyone's attention. Are you trying to go?
Slide. Act like you like each other.
Inside of this first orange goal, act like you like each other. At least like remotely like each other.
Guess we'll see in a little bit then. You got the directions? No, but I'm just gonna follow
All the
crowd.
200 people.
Yeah. I never know where I'm going. Just that is the team away. Yeah. Huh? Okay. All right. So while you're here, Alex, you're recording. This is Shakeout number 2. How you feeling to be here?
It feels good. The weather is actually really nice now that we have a breeze.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you seeing right now?
A lot of Tracksmith. I see so many different hairstyles. I know Brent.
Okay.
A lot of curly hair and straight, long, short, everything. Yeah. Diversity of hair. Got a little salt and pepper action.
That could be a new Tracksmith thing. Alright, we are going to get going on our run here, and I guess we're going to follow Erica. So, Alex, enjoy your run.
You too.
I'm going to start out on the slow. Okay. Alright. See you soon. You guys have any interest in being on the podcast? Because I'm recording right now.
A podcast?
Yeah? Interest in telling me a little bit about your story?
Sure, no problem.
Sure. Okay, so what are your names?
Peter.
Peter. Iran. Okay, and are you both running tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. And I would love to hear if you both want to share. You don't have to be super close, so you can talk from over there.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about your journey to this moment, or your running journey in general.
Well, this is my 4th New York City Marathon.
Okay, so you're a veteran of this race.
If you think I'm a vet, wait till you hear from him.
Okay.
This is my 9th.
9?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just like to run every year.
Okay. Oh, you're one of those, like, it's just what you do. Okay. All right, so, yeah, okay, so then maybe start with you. Tell me 9 New Yorks. Why, as if it wasn't obvious, why do New York over and over again?
Well, I live here. I live in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I ran other marathons. I think this is the funnest of all marathons.
Okay. So how many have you done other marathons?
I've done 20.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
So, I just like the distance.
Yep.
I like the distance of running.
Okay.
I guess I'm a marathoner.
Yes, you're a marathon. I would hope so at this point. And so what would you give advice to someone what would you say to someone who dreams someday of doing New York?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're like, guys, tomorrow's not enough.
Complete it?
Repeat that.
Oh, what would you say to someone who is dreaming of running New York, just to make them excited that someday they can make it a reality, and how special it'll be if you know it inside out as you would at this point.
Well, one, it's a great city. That's one. There's a whole lot of things you can do. Introverted, outroverted, a lot of activities, a lot of excitement, even just surrounding the race itself.
Yep.
So once you get to the race, I think the crowd support is it's throughout the whole marathon. So I think it's a fun experience.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing.
All right.
And then, do you want to share a little bit about your journey, whatever it might be, to this race, to your running in general?
Look, there's a lot of reasons why I run. Health being one of my favorites. There's a saying or a quote: diabetes runs in your family because nobody runs in your family. And I've taken that to heart and taken up running. And marathoning is just a part of the journey.
Yes. Have you had anyone else in your family who started running because of you?
No, maybe yes. I have a 6-year-old son, and he's full of energy, so he runs automatically. So I guess I could say I inspire.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that.
And my wife,
really?
she runs 5Ks occasionally.
Okay, that's amazing. And do you get to run together, or the 6-year-olds like that? Okay.
We've run a mile as a family. We've run 5Ks separately, but in the same race. So we've done it all.
Right, and so it's like...
So all right, anything you want to share with... Okay, so this will be on my Running for Real podcast, and I saw you've got a Black Men Run. I've had multiple people from Black Men Run on my podcast. So we have, I'm sure, many friends in common. But anything, I like to jump around and get to meet lots of different people on these. So anything else you want to share with the running community who's listening to this right now? Either of you.
Anything you want to share?
Anything you want to share with the running community who might be listening to this?
Your pace, your journey. Don't get caught up in the numbers. Everything is different for everybody. Your season will come.
Yes. That is your pace, your numbers. You should trademark that.
That's a good quote.
That's genius. Yeah, that's the kind of thing people put on t-shirts. So to get to that next week.
Might have to make some singlets.
Yeah, it'd be funny next year if I'm running around and I'm like, hey, I was there when that quote came out. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys. My podcast is called Running for Real. If you want to listen to yourself.
Running for real?
Running for Real.
Okay.
Yep. So
it's not the number 4.
No, not the number 4. The word.
Okay.
So yeah.
I know people try to be cute. So.
No, not trying to be cute. So thank you for joining me and sharing. Enjoy tomorrow, both of you. And best luck.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. You said that was your first podcast?
First running podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Never done that.
These are called Together Runs. So so people listening feel like they're a part of this rather than feeling like, usually it's like, if you're not here on this weekend, you feel very left out.
Yeah.
So I try and do it so that people feel like they're with us here. Or as close to being with us as it can be.
You're satisfying FOMO.
I'm trying. I don't know if it maybe makes it worse, but it's the best I can do. All right. Great to meet you guys.
All right, thank you.
Do either of you have any interest in being on a podcast? No? Okay, that's fair enough. You're the first person ever who said that to me, but I will bank that. Right.
Yeah, explaining shakeouts. Hey!
Well, hi, friend.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Always good.
I'm recording. So
okay.
Who are you?
I am Richard Isa Bakari from South Jersey / Philadelphia. Employee of Tracksmith on the customer experience team. I'm having a lovely day.
Having a lovely day?
Having a lovely day, always.
Good. And who's your friend here?
This is Emily. I'll let her introduce herself.
I'm Emily.
You can just talk from normal. You don't have to lean into it if you get it.
I'm from New York. I live in Brooklyn. And I'm excited to run tomorrow.
Oh, you're running. Is this first New York?
No, second New York, fourth New Marathon.
Fourth marathon. Okay. You're not running tomorrow.
I am not running tomorrow. I'm just here to cheer.
What is it? I'm running as a guide for a visually impaired runner. So yes. Sorry. Doing an K's.
With Achilles.
Oh, with Achilles. Yes. With Achilles. Yeah. Yeah, no.
One of the greatest.
Yes.
Love everything they do.
I am nervous because he doesn't speak any English.
Oh, that's going to be a
That's going to
challenge.
be very hard.
What language does he speak?
Mongolian, you know.
Okay, that's not one you can pick up on in a couple hours.
So it's going to be.
What's that app for?
Well, they do have an app, but the problem is so I can translate something while I'm running, remember? But then I have to read it in Mongolian.
Oh.
You can't see it.
Is there a text to speak?
Yeah. There's a button that like says it for you.
Oh, is there? Okay.
I know on Google.
Okay.
Google Translate has it'll say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I worked in a nursing home for a little bit, and this girl often didn't speak the language of I remember text to speak.
I cannot tell you how much stress you just saved me. I have been so stressed out thinking about this, so thank you.
That's what friends are for.
Yes. So tell me, Richard, you said you work for Tracksmith, but that doesn't mean you don't have a story here. So tell us a little bit about your running journey.
Boy, I started running. When did I start running? 2015? Long story on that. We'll save it for another day, but it was to get an ex-girlfriend back. That didn't work, but I did fall in love with running and been running ever since. Started my own crew.
Yeah, okay, so let's discuss.
Huh? Ooh, I don't. She's married with kids now. She's fine. We're friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, started a crew out in Philadelphia called Issa Run Crew. Little play on my middle name, which is Isa.
Yep.
We're about 40 to 50 members strong now, and we just try to build community in an authentic, genuine way in the city, and put on lots of events and activations in the little city that could, Philadelphia, the forgotten city.
Yes. What's that forgotten city?
Well, we're in between.
I live in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Any
Well,
city gets forgotten is St. Louis.
well, we're in between New York and DC.
That's true.
So when it comes to anything
Yeah.
other than
Yeah.
being jerks, we get forgotten. So annoying. And I'm the guy with a megaphone in the middle of the park screaming like, "Hey, look at us, Philadelphia!"
Well, you already know this, but I love Philadelphia.
I do.
My heart is there.
You need to come back.
I will as soon as I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Holding you to that.
You know I'll follow. I follow through with what I said.
You do.
All right. So Emily, tell me a little bit about your running journey.
So I started running in high school. I switched schools from between 8th grade and 9th grade.
I need high five.
So I didn't have any friends, and track was walk-on. So I was like, all right, this works. A few people I know did it. So I was like, let's see if I can easy way to make friends. Yep. And I ended up staying on until my senior year. I quit after cross country my senior year because I didn't see myself running in college. I had an offer for a D3 school, but it just wasn't for me anymore. And I wanted to go to a specific school. And it wasn't going to happen. And then stopped running. Picked it up again on my gap year between undergrad and grad school. So I was at home, needed a hobby, and I was like, this sounds like fun. Ran my first half marathon. And then from there, I've run a ton of halves, and now it's my fourth marathon.
Ooh. And did the marathon change your life, or you already bought in at that point?
After the first half, I definitely saw this is my thing now.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like New York.
Yeah.
It was truly the most fun day I've ever had, and also the most painful day I've ever had at the same time.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyone should, if you can, you should do at least one marathon.
Yeah.
It truly does change your life.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of cliche in the running space, but you really see the transformation of someone during that process, especially on the day when they realize what they've done.
my favorite, I think it was, I thought it was this, but someone was saying how at the finish line of a marathon, you can see every single emotion. Like you see people crying, upset, crying, an immense amount of pain, like, and that's just like, what a way to see people.
Yeah. Okay, so one last thing on that. What if someone listening to this hasn't run a marathon, thinks like, oh, it's okay for you Tracksmith people who run fast, but I'm not going to be that person?
We're not saying to win a marathon, just to finish one.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
It's worth your time.
Yes. Agreed. All right. Where is that coming from?
Oh, that window. Probably on mimosa number 3 at this point.
Love it. All right, I'm going to go grab someone else.
Yes.
Thank you both.
Fun. You are welcome. My pleasure and honor.
Well, I appreciate you both.
Yo, watch out for the gate.
I will see you.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yep.
Do
Do you have any interest in being on a podcast?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So tell me your names.
My name's Kevin.
Kevin.
Eric.
Kevin and Eric. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your running journey, whatever you want to share, whether it's like your journey to this moment. I'm assuming you're both running, or at least one of you running. Or if you want to just say about your running journey in general, tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah, sure. So I, before lockdown, March 2020, I probably ran like 10 miles a year max. And then lockdown happened, canceled my gym membership, forced myself to start running, and never looked back. And so at the beginning of this year, started marathon training, and here we are, my first marathon. My first New York City marathon. First marathon ever. So
amazing.
So ready. Yeah.
Wow, you are. That is the best one to start with. Although it's still going to be a disappointment from here.
I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous, but
yeah. That is awesome. Well, I love to hear that. And then curious, when you said you ran 10 miles a year before that, like what? If it was only that much, like what would prompt you to do that little bit before? Like what?
Just like
desperation.
Basically, on like the days that I'm like working out and doing like strength training, I decided to like switch it up or something. I'm like, well, I'll go for like a run here and there or whatever. But I track everything on like Apple Watch, so there's almost there's all that data there that basically shows that I hardly ran basically in 2019 and before that.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to share? I don't know if can you top that story?
No, this is my second New York City marathon.
Mine too.
I did my first one last year.
Yep, me too.
That was great. I also did Chicago before that.
This year or last year?
Last year.
Okay.
And so this is my third marathon overall.
Okay.
Same thing with me, pandemic. I used to be like an avid rock climber before this.
Oh, cool.
All the gyms were closed. Started running. I kept going. Kept going. But love it.
So were you two friends before that weren't running friends, or did you meet through running, or how did that?
We have a friend of a friend that doesn't live in Williamsburg that introduced us. So yeah.
Okay, so you became running friends, and now I'm assuming you're friends just for everything.
We already did our pasta dinner a few days ago.
Okay.
So we're ready.
And
runners friends, right?
Yes.
Pasta dinners.
Have you been to? Is this your first Tracksmith Shakeout, or did you do any of those last time?
This is my first one.
And what is
my first one too?
Your thoughts on this craziness?
I love it.
Yes.
I think I haven't done any organized runs during my whole marathon training this year, so it's kind of nice to just be with a ton of different people and feel the community,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, their shakeouts are pretty epic, so I'm glad you're here, and hope we see you at many more. But yeah, I'm going to go chat to someone else. Thank you both for sharing.
Good luck.
Yep, you too.
Which podcast is this?
Oh, so yeah, sorry, I haven't seen it. Running for Real.
Running for Real.
Yep.
Awesome. Good luck.
So go check it out, and you will hear yourselves and all the other stories.
Spotify, Apple.
Yep, all there.
Awesome.
Yep, and my name is also on the, as one of the hosts for today. So if you can't remember that, go to the page. Tina Muir.
Okay, great to meet you.
You too, and best of luck, guys.
All right, thank you.
Do you have any interest in being on a podcast?
Sure.
You have 2 layers on. I'm quite amazed you must be hot.
I am very hot. Trying to take the top one off.
Okay, so tell me your name, a little bit about you.
So
whatever you want to share about your running journey.
I'm Andy Gioma.
Okay.
I'm San Diego. That's my husband, David.
Which, here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here to run New York. Will be my 5th star.
So you're both running?
I'm just running.
You're just running, okay. 5th star, very exciting. What one's left? Tokyo. Yeah, of course. Okay.
So I just turned 60. It'll be my first race as a 60-year-old.
Yeah.
So excited. And it looks like it's going to be fun.
Yes. So, on that note, you mentioned there just turned 60, or you said you were about to turn 60?
I just did.
Just did. So what would you say to someone who maybe is thinking like, you know, I'm getting older, I don't think I should be thinking about marathons or other things. It's just...
I didn't start running till I was 50.
Wow, yeah.
So
you hear that all the time. That's why I like to emphasize this when I meet someone.
And like when I turn 50, I'm going to do a half marathon. And then it just evolved. So I would say get involved with a track club, a group that will help you and guide you to develop those running skills.
And how did you know to find... I see something on your shirt. Is that from your club?
San Diego Track Club.
San Diego Track Club. Did you feel welcomed there right away, or was that like your multiple try? Did you?
Nope.
That was the first club you went to?
Yep.
Okay, and you just immediately...
I had a friend who says, well, if you're going to train, you should join the track club.
Cool. That's amazing. Well, San Diego Track Club is... that's a good sign. So if anyone's in the San Diego area. Anything else you want to share with anyone who's at home listening to this?
Just get out and try. Start slow.
Yep.
Run with some friends. And stick to your calendar.
Yep.
And the rest will fall into place.
Yep.
Stretch before and after.
I have to admit, I am not good at that part.
Yeah. I'll keep you better. And just get out and move.
Yes.
Not really not your pace.
Yep.
But you might surprise yourself with what comes. Because I've done 5 majors. And I had no idea I would even like running.
Yeah. That's good advice. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Best of luck tomorrow. Enjoy.
What's your name?
Tina. Sorry, I keep forgetting to say this. So my name was one of the hosts on the event page.
Okay.
So if you go search my name, Tina Miova, if you go to the event page for this day, you'll be able to find me and find this podcast.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. Thank you.
What's that?
Do you girls have any interest? Do you have either of you have any interest in being on podcast?
I'm not running New York, actually.
Well, that doesn't matter. Are you running New York?
I am.
Okay. So you can start then. Tell me your name and anything about your running journey you want to begin with.
My name is Kara. I'm from North Carolina.
Okay.
I was running Chicago as my final real marathon of the year.
What do you mean real marathon of the year?
Like my final marathon effort. This was supposed to be a walk-run party.
So wait, to never do a marathon again?
No, I have to have knee replacements, so this is the finale.
Okay.
But I got COVID right before Chicago, so now I will be doing my best tomorrow.
So you didn't run Chicago, and now you're going to try and
my big retirement party.
Okay, I see. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it like absolutely set that that's it, or like is there a chance you just don't want to get your hopes up?
I think there might be a small chance. I've heard about some clinical trials and things that may get me some more miles out of my knees, but it looks like this is it.
And how do you, if I don't mind me asking, like how's that like sitting with you right now?
Well, I do triathlon and I can still ride my bike, so I'm going to get into like bike racing. So I still have something.
Okay.
And I have a couple friends who are going to pace me tomorrow. So my farewell marathon tour will be through New York with my friends, so I feel like it's a really good ending.
Okay. That is, kind of the ideal way to go out. And you feel at peace with that at this point?
Yes.
Okay, well that's probably been quite a journey to get to that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
There were a lot of struggles, but I'm like super happy to be here now.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping for a good day.
Yeah. Well, that's all we can ever really ask for, right?
Yes.
Even though we try and set like goals and things, that's all we can ever really ask for. Okay, do you want to share a little bit about you, or you're not comfortable doing so?
Sure.
Okay. Go on, their name and tell me something.
My name is Laura.
So you come to support Beth?
Come to support.
That's amazing.
I live in Brooklyn.
Yep.
I love the New York City Marathon. It's the best day of the year.
So you've done it?
I've run it twice.
Okay.
And I've spectated a bunch of times. And yeah, like whether you're running or not running, it's just there's so much joy.
Yeah.
So many like out of town friends come in. It's a great weekend.
That's awesome. Thank you. And sorry, what was your name?
Laura.
Did you say that? I did. Okay, sorry.
All good.
Okay, well, thank you both for sharing a bit about me. You can either find me on the event page for today. My name's Tina. Or you can look up Running for Real.
Awesome.
And you'll find me.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and best enjoy. And,
Are you running tomorrow?
I'm running as a guide for a visually impaired runner.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I am nervous because he's Mongolian, so that obviously adds a difficulty.
Yeah.
But you know, I also know that all I can do, as we talked about, is the best. Have a good day.
Yeah.
I can only do my best for him, so that's all I can
Have you
ask.
guided before?
Yeah, that's something I do often.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, this is my third marathon as a guide. So I haven't done New York as a guide, but yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Have a great time.
Thank you. You too, and I will see you back at the track house.
Sounds good. What's that? Yeah, let's do it.
Are you interested in being on the podcast?
What's that?
Are you interested in being on a podcast?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Tell me, my podcast is called Running for Real. My name, Tina, is also on the event page for today, so you can find it there.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about you tell me your name and your journey. Like something about you want to share.
Yeah, sure. My name is Dominique. I live in LA, originally from Chicago. This will be my sixth marathon, but my first New York marathon. But yeah, I just got into running a couple years ago just to do something. I mean, I used to be an athlete, and running was just something.
You used to be an athlete. Tell me more about
I used to play basketball. I played in college, and then after graduating, I wanted to do something to just stay fit, so I started running a little bit.
Was that right after, or did you need because I was a collegiate athlete and I know how intense that was.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the gym usually, that was part of my daily routine, but running came up maybe 4 or 5 years after I graduated.
Okay, that sounds about right.
When I moved to LA, and I signed up for my first marathon, LA Marathon, in 2019.
Okay.
I didn't run it that well. I didn't train well either, though. So after that, I just wanted to get better. So now I'm at a point where I want to try to qualify for Boston and really see how fast I can be, and not just finish. I know it's great to finish. Don't get me wrong, but that was my mindset first. Just finish. Now I want to see how far I can push myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
And then I guess I should mention too. I live in LA. I run with Koreatown Run Club.
Okay.
And so they've been really motivating me as well because that running community is
that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I'm curious then if you come from, again, as a former collegiate athlete, at my school at least, the athletes didn't really mix that much. At least the runners didn't mix with the cool sports like yours. What has been your... I mean, I think I saw you earlier talking to some friends, so we must have mutual friends, but... what has been your opinion of the running community in that way? Because I think probably, I'm assuming in college you kind of didn't give the runners a second thought.
Yeah.
But what do you think now?
I think it's definitely different than college sports because not everyone is a former athlete. Some people just pick up running to stay fit. It's so many different reasons.
Yeah.
So my experience has been the running community has been really welcoming.
Yeah.
They've embraced me. That's how I made some of my closest friends when I moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been divided as college sports because I did get that sense too. Everyone's in their sport and they kind of interact only with their own sports, but outside of college, everyone. We're all just adults. We have work. We have jobs. So we're doing this by choice. And so everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been friendly, and I enjoyed that.
And why did you come to the Tracksmith Shakeout over the over all the million other options?
Well, I'm one of the ambassadors for Tracksmith, and I really, since becoming an ambassador and like learning more about the brand, I just enjoy. I got value like their mission, their commitment to making products for runners, and so I want to just come support and experience everything they're doing here.
That's great. Although I am questioning your choice to wear a long sleeve.
I got up early. It was a little cold when I woke up, but
a little cold when you're from LA, maybe. Yeah. Okay. But
I'm definitely not wearing a long sleeve tomorrow.
That's.
You can see I'm like soaked right now.
I mean, actually, I'm surprised mine isn't showing more through. But well, thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your journey.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy tomorrow. Best of luck, and I guess we're getting back to the track house here. So.
Are you running tomorrow?
I am running as a guide for a visually impaired runner. So same as you, like. Well, I did the collegiate athletics thing. Then I went on to be a professional runner for a while. And so you just come over here for a second. And so, as you can imagine, my running journey was very like selfish.
Yeah.
And so now I spend it trying to give back and like so. Yeah, guiding, which you should definitely consider, by the way, is the most meaningful thing. The most meaningful thing you could imagine. Yeah. So you should seriously. Yeah. Achilles International is everywhere, so they'll definitely have chapters in LA. But
I'll have to look it up.
You should look it up because it's, incredible.
Awesome. Thank you, Tina. You said
yes.
Right?
Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, friends, for joining us for the Shakeout. I appreciate you being here. I know at times it can feel like these runs are very exclusive and that you wish you were there. You wish you could find a way to be a part of something. But I just want to remind you that, as I said in that podcast, there could be a time in the future you run this race. It could be that you keep joining these and you just enjoy being part of something. But the common theme that keeps coming up is try and join a group run. Try and find a community. That really is your best place to start. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.